Good morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Hey, Lamia, Rex, Benty, what's happening, everyone? Up for some more Metal Gear? Up for some crazy Metal Gear? You up for Metal Gear going off the rails? Because it does. Goes completely off the rails. In fact, just to demonstrate how off the rails it goes, I think we'll start the game up and just sit on the menu for a minute. Probably the craziest game menu that exists. There's damn near plot spoilers on the menu. And, some very strange cutscenes, too. Anyways, how is everyone doing this morning? Did you survive your Monday? Everyone get through Monday all right? Strange game. I did a few tests. Unlike MGS2 and 3, I don't have to use component outputs to be able to stream this. Or so it seems. I mean, I don't think it's going to get cut off. I couldn't use HDMI for the other games of hard-coded copy protection that you can't turn off on the PS3, but for some weird reason, 4 doesn't seem to have that problem. So soak this in for a little bit. By the way, tips and spoilers are essentially fine here. There are probably people who don't know this story. Let the movie begin. Good morning, Woo. Let the movie begin, indeed. But I'm gonna not worry about it. Game's been around for quite a while. I'd wager that a large percentage of the people who are gonna be here today know how it all ends. I'm not too worried about spoilers, and I'll certainly take gameplay tips. I've played through this once. Pigeon, what's going on? Right at the beginning. How you doing, Pigeon? So I've played it once. I actually didn't finish my own playthrough, but it played so many times. Normally, tips are frowned on, or at least I'd ask you to ask me first. But I'm not gonna worry about it here. Rex doesn't want spoilers. Good, well, we better get off this menu then, huh? You forgot most of the game. Why do I find this hard to believe? Fresh coffee. Pigeon, how are you doing today? Hey, Antonok. What info was that? Hey, Hot Wheels. Welcome to Batshit Crazy.
Une mort superficielle.
I'm good, Pigeon. I'm good. Who has no idea what's going on. A lot of you have no idea what's going on, right? It's just one of many. I don't know how much of an explanation to give that, and I don't want to sit on this screen repeatedly, but this little graveyard scene plays out, and then you get something else, and it's not always the same. They have a number of these little television show and other advertisements, and yeah, it borders on hentai, doesn't it? And we're gonna get one more at the start of the game. I think you get to change the channels if you want to pick a different one. I've seen the game played far more times than any time I've put in myself. So, and turns out the last time I played it was the middle of 2014. That's when I had my own playthrough of it. And I only got into Metal Gear recently, pretty much 2014. That's when I got into Metal Gear, watching OHN on Twitch, watching their marathons. I had seen the entire series through and through before I ever played one of them at all. Mission briefing. I can't recall if there's anything I want to get into before starting a new game. It probably is. There's probably bits and pieces you can come up with, but all right. We're gonna play on normal. Normal setting for Europe and North America. Let's just peek here. For players who want to test their limits, well, I think one playthrough on normal, and then whenever there's a next time, talk about hard. If the poll had come out differently, we would have been jacking up the difficulty on the earlier games. Played through 1 and 2 on normal, and I think I played through 3 on hard. So we would have done hard, harder, extreme. Anyways, normal. Big Boss hard, please. Knock yourself out, Rex. Knock yourself out. Good. So this is another one of those shows. Good one, too.
None of today's,
Oh, yeah. And if he says it's filling, you know it's filling. Believe me, he ain't lying. This guy doesn't joke around about his food. Oh, no. He is dead serious. And I'm sure it tastes delicious. It certainly smells fantastic.
you gotta be good to your body, you know? Loyal to your body. To the people you're cooking for. The whole family.
Oh, yes. To the whole family. Or, if you have a significant other that you want to impress, ladies, are you paying attention? You know what they say about a man's stomach. Well, better yet, why don't you just put down those papers and pencils, and I want you to follow along with us. It looks like it's ready. Oh, I can't wait another minute. Tasty.
Yeah, made it for my wife last night.
Ah, and did she love it?
She was mad because I hadn't made it for her sooner.
She was mad? How could you get mad about that? Women, right?
Sure.
Well, no, I was just kidding. Susan is a great woman. Love her. Wait a minute. It looks like, yes, we are now ready for the ceremonial snake cutting. You all
Message
know what
coming
that
in.
means. We need a member of
Patching
the
it through.
audience to
Morning,
come
BD Gray. Thank you for the host.
test out the chef's new
How you
knife.
doing?
Come on down, Chief. Don't be shy. I don't bite, but this guy might. This is the last chapter in this snake's life.
Do they all play if you don't skip them? Does it just play one after another? Well, I'm in an indulgent mood.
Risks run high.
Wakey, wakey.
Unmanned surveillance systems.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4, those little show tidbits aside, pulls out all the stops and all the references. They bring everyone back. They do a very bizarre job of tying everything together. And it does go completely off the rails. Jumping the Shark doesn't even begin to do it justice. Actually, it's a very solid beginning. This is a very crazy end. As with nearly every Metal Gear Solid game, Kojima had said he didn't want to come back to do another. But in this case, his reluctance to come back and do another has been called out as one of the main reasons the game has the tone that it does. One of the reasons Snake is the way he is. Way of expressing perhaps Kojima's own feelings about the series and the character. And as far as Snake is concerned, quite the change from the rest of the series.
War has changed. It's no longer about nations, ideologies, or ethnicity.
Did turn on the
It's an endless
subtitles
series of
yesterday.
proxy battles fought by mercenaries and machines.
I'll make sure they're on after this.
And its consumption of life has become a well-oiled machine. War has changed. ID tag soldiers carry ID tagged weapons, use ID tag gear. Nanomachines inside their bodies enhance and regulate their abilities. Genetic control, information control, emotion control, battlefield control. Everything is monitored and kept under control. War has changed. The age of deterrence has become the age of control. All in the name of averting catastrophe from weapons of mass destruction. And he who
Thank you,
controls
Lumia.
the battlefield controls history.
Totally fixable.
War has changed. When the battlefield is under total control,
Thank you, Lumia. Thank you.
war becomes routine.
Alright, we gotta pause and check for subtitles. So, yes, that's Snake, old Snake. Otacon, just chill. So, old Snake. One of the things this game gets a reputation for, or has a reputation for, is an abundance of cutscenes beyond even the other Metal Gear Solid games. If you go digging, you'll find that actually, percentage-wise, compared to gameplay, length of the game, and gameplay that exists, this doesn't actually have the highest percentage of cutscenes. Oddly enough, even with the 2-hour movie at the end of the game, it still doesn't. I think 2 actually is the one, but this is the one that gets the reputation as being a playable movie. And part of what contributes so heavily to that is the opening. We're about to see. You walk 10 steps and another cutscene rolls. Then when the cutscene's over, you walk 10 steps and another cutscene rolls. It's a very weird design decision. Smokin' Dank, thank you for the host. How are you? So, you're going to see that in a minute. Let's check for subtitles. I thought I had that set yesterday. I'm not interested in weapon options. We need game options. Can we not? Please tell me I don't have to go back to the main menu to make sure subs are on. I set the subs yesterday. On to Firebird. Welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. Made it here right at the beginning. Good timing. I don't know. Maybe I should save and drop back to the main menu and check. Need subtitles on for people who want them, for people who need them, and it's just sort of standard anymore for me here on Twitch. So subtitles didn't play during the cutscenes. We'll let Otacon talk for a minute, and then we'll do a quick save, go back to the main menu before we get this started. We got to make sure that's all in place. Otacon, I believe you were saying something. Gotta refamiliarize myself with the controls. Alright, Otacon was saying something, but... What? On to Firebird. How are you doing today? Certainly didn't plan on quitting as soon as we start. We just... subtitles. Gotta do it. I figured they'd be on the in-game menu. But, Kojima does things differently. Always does things differently. Metal Gear has always had strange control schemes. The redone version of 3, probably, I think it was Snake Eater when they did Snake Eater HD. Was that the first time they introduced a more familiar shooter control scheme? And 4 has that. Yeah, I turned these on yesterday. I guess it didn't get saved. Subtitles. I need to do something to save it. That not save? See if that took. It took. Looks like it took. You're good? Good. So this game is, and likely always will be, a PS3 exclusive. It was never made for any other systems. It pushed the PS3 hardware as far as it could go. And it came out quite nicely. It actually, I believe it actually plays in 1080. It's not rendered in 1080, but it is upscaled, and that didn't happen much with the PS3. You don't have a lot of PS3 games that actually ran in 1080. And again, it's not natively rendered there, but game looks good. For PS3, it looks really good. Items, weapons. D-pad for zooming in the scope, okay. Roll. Hey, you don't just get a box in this one, you end up with a barrel. Stun knife. Ration. I believe if we hang around long enough, Otacon will bitch at us for not moving. But that's the first bit of control you get. And welcome to the first cutscene. They actually give you that much control, and then... yeah. Welcome to MGS4. So notice Snake has a stress level, which is rising. Snake is prematurely an old man. We'll find out some of why pretty
To make
quickly.
a weapon available for use, ready it by selecting weapons from the menu screen.
You can use the iron sights. Open the weapon window to switch between semi-auto and full auto. That's right, this menu. Oh. Anyways. You end up with a lot of weapons. Arguably more weapons than in other games. Hey, Weiss. And we're going to end up being able to buy them on the fly. You get a currency throughout this game. It'll all be explained, more or less. You end up with a currency you can spend, and you can go to the menu and buy more weapons, buy more ammo, and pretty much do that on the fly.
Don't forget, Snake. This is still a sneaking mission. The basic rules.
Doesn't look like he's hugging the wall. Oh, I guess he is hugging the wall. The basic rules. This is still a sneaking mission. It's already a shitstorm and a battle, but it's a sneaking mission. And there's our second cutscene. How do you think people felt the first time they played this? And they got 10 seconds of control, cutscene. 10 seconds of control, cutscene. People wonder why this game gets a reputation so easily. Hey! JJ! JJ, you're awesome. Thank you for the subscription. Thanks for the support. Welcome. Welcome to the inner circle of chaos. That is sweet. I don't know if this new command works. I want to try it.
Head north and try not to run into any gecko along the way.
Yeah, that was a gecko that just plowed through. All right, gotta do this. Gotta do this real quick. JJ, rock on. Let me get you added here. I want to try a new Ankbot command. I'm not sure this works. I'm not even sure I have it in my head. I can do this manually, but I want to see if this command works. I think it's sub-add. I can do it in the UI, but... Is that it? Sweet. All right, very cool. And the demon too. Yeah, you're double subbed. Double subbed. Fantastic. Let me add you. I gotta add you one more place here. There's one more thing I gotta do. JJ. Changing the long list. Actually, this part's kind of skippable. Yes. And let me. Are you Ooh, yeah, let me get you an invite here to the Discord chat as well. Chi-Chi, here's an invite to the Discord chat coming your way. I will see you there. All right. So, we've got our map here. We've got our target. This zone is actually quite a bit bigger than it might seem if you go straight through. I know I've seen OHN wander around in here to explore all the little things. I don't know my way around well enough. And I've always had trouble, even when watching other people play this game, telling the various groups apart here. The reason Snake isn't immediately being slaughtered is because there's a war going on that has very little to do. Mirabla, welcome. There's a big battle going on that doesn't actually have anything to do with Snake. He's just infiltrating. He's got his own goal. Also, alright, we don't have our, You have a very different camo system in this one. Your camo blends into pretty much anything. Let's see. How do I go over the edge? No. Can't I just flip over the edge before the gecko kills me? Lurk mode engaged. Right on. Lurk on. I wish I knew my way around. Alright, we're pretty close. Pretty close to an objective. They really throw you right in the middle of it there. There's our man. Old Snake. Oh no, the cigarette! Dropped your cigarette, Snake. The bad omen. Those textures. Yeah, that's the new camo. Check out the words on the box if you can see it. No place for Hideo. Whatever could that mean? That camo. What's up, General Walker? It's got to be one nasty-ass cigarette that he keeps puffing a little bit on it at a time and putting it away. I haven't smoked cigarettes in like 20 years. Never really did. That was always nasty. Just don't do that. Taking a break. What do I got? I got Old Snake. Got Old Snake for you today. No hero. Just an old killer hired for some wet work. Hmm. 3 days earlier. Look familiar? Game is in quite muted tones. I think the colors look kind of flat. That's deliberate. There are a lot of flashbacks. I almost missed that one. I wasn't thinking about it, ready for it. There are a lot of little flashback prompts during cutscenes where Snake will remember something. Big boss. Well, alright, bad reference, but Snake will remember things, or the game will reference things. They're not all straight memories.
Even the dead have ears.
Snake, we've got to go. You've got an old friend waiting for you.
Otacon. The test results.
Game actually tracks those. How many times do you...
Proteome analysis was positive, but the mRNA analysis turned up negative. The wrinkled skin, the hardened arteries. Your early aging symptoms look like classic Werner syndrome. But none of the tests were able to pinpoint the cause.
So,
Well, judging by how rapidly the aging has progressed, I'd say...
a year at best, right?
Yeah. Snake, let's try
Solid
another
Snake
time.
is dying.
It won't make any difference. I'm not an ordinary man to begin with. Not to mention Fox die.
So you get a lot of those, and the game actually counts how many of those you get at the end.
But
How many
what
you
the
triggered.
real me is.
Little flashes. And not all memories.
Naomi.
Ah, Snake.
Colonel. Good to see you.
Well, I'm not a colonel anymore, Snake.
I figured the only place I'd see you dressed like that would be at your daughter's wedding. What are you doing these days?
I'm working for an organization under the UN Security Council. The Analysis and Assessment Staff of the PMC Oversight and Inspection Committee.
Yeah, I remember the resolution being passed a few years ago.
Snake, I came across some information,
in my work. We found him. In the Middle East.
What?
I'll explain along the way. We've got to stop him. Now. Before it's too late.
Liquid's made his move. We found him.
Liquid. Notice they said Liquid.
He's preparing to unleash his insurrection. Liquid is lying in wait in a Middle Eastern war zone. Track him down.
Yes, sir.
Only 2 eggs today? Solidus must have taken the day off.
Here's Sunny.
99360
So we are Woo. In regards to Sunny, think of David Archer trapped in the body of a small young girl. Weird as that sounds, that's help put you in a mindset for Sunny. Who Sunny is gets discussed, but Sunny's very smart. Very smart. Doesn't have the best social skills, though.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
What's the situation?
I'm just inside the city limits. This place is crawling with lizards.
Ah, AT Corps' unmanned bipedal weapons. Officially designated Irving by the US military. They've spread like wildfire among the PMCs. There are more of those things now in service than tanks. They've got tough armor plating and are highly agile to boot. Your best bet is to stay out of their sights.
Unmanned. Pretty soon they'll have put living, breathing soldiers out of work.
Even so, that's an awful lot of gecko for this scenario. Their numbers exceed the war price for that region. It must have something to do with Liquid's arrival on the scene.
You really think he's here?
You'll have to find the Army's operatives and ask them yourself. Oh, and Snake, I went ahead and used the Mark II to scout out the area before your arrival. You'll find it up ahead.
Mark II?
It's a remote mobile terminal. Sonny and I built it. The Mark II will provide you with a map of the area as well as any battle situation data. You should find it before you do anything else.
Okay, got it.
The rendezvous point is marked on your map. I'll be waiting for you there.
Octo Camo. Advanced camo suit inspired by the mimicry ability of the octopus. Wearer lies still or doesn't move when pressed up against a wall. The suit can imitate the color and texture of the wall and ground surfaces, fooling both the naked eye and infrared sensors. Like that. Pretty damn cool. I think you keep that camo until you take on a different one. Like that. And it'll just keep doing that. Can we zoom in here at all? Well, I can zoom out. Can I zoom back in? Oh, that's weird. Okay. Fair enough. A little alcove. Assume the white is the street path. Down, there's lots of little alcoves. Another one here. I don't know what connects them. Don't know if the map shows little holes and places you can crawl. Fortunately, though, it's not really on rails. It's not on rails. Hold on, I need it. Kind of like some other titles, you can lift and drop a body to shake the loot out of them, be it ammo or something else. Probably a lot of items here that, I mean, I don't know where they are. I've seen OHM play this plenty of times. I know there's lots of cool stuff around. Doesn't mean I know where it is or I'm gonna find it. Feel free to mention stuff. If there's something you want to see me, place you want to see me go, or something to do. The hugging up against the wall. Come on. Hug the wall. So this is hugging the wall. I guess that's hugging the wall. The animation doesn't feel like he's hugging the wall. He just kind of hunches his shoulders a little. Pretty confusing for me. Oh, look, another cutscene. Petrobomb, incendiary grenade. Burst into flames upon impact. When laying on your back, you can switch between throwing above your head or downwards towards your feet. Really? I gotta try that. Oh, and I can't do anything until you go to the weapon menu. Petrobomb. How do you lay on your back? How do you lay on your back?
Avoid unnecessary combat.
Yeah. How do you lay on your back?
In this war, neither side is your enemy. There's no point whatsoever in you getting into a fight.
You
Got it?
roll. Lay down. You can lay down and crawl. But how do I roll? I know how to roll in the barrel. I was... Roll snake over. You have to do that while aiming? Gotta stay limber. Hyperdextrous, what's up? Triangle. Thank you, to roll. Awesome. Okay. Awesome, that's what I was looking for. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not gonna throw this here, except I probably will end up doing it anyways. Feet or in a big arc. Okay, cool. Can I abort and not kill myself? Abort! 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 Abort, please. Oh, I guess I have to manually throw it anyways, so he's not gonna do that. Cool. All right. Onward. Novostrius, what's going on? Mobile. Good to see you, Novostrius. Can't watch yet. Hey, Lance. I'd like to explore a little, just because when I played this before, I think I went straight through. Even though I have no idea where little items are and cool stuff, I know they exist. I just want to play around a little bit. Arsenal compress, medicinal compress, effective against muscle aches, sore joints, and bruises. Perfect for an old man. Old snake. Restores psyche when used. Yeah, you can drag bodies around, but I Just want to see what they've got. Give me goodies. I'll take goodies. So, again, looking at the map, the map doesn't really illustrate that you... Maybe that's what this is. Or maybe it is showing you can crawl through. Gray parts the street? I'm so bad with maps. Josh, I'm good, thank you. We're just starting. This is all the intro. The very, it can be a 5-minute intro, or you could probably spend a lot of time here. Yay for alerts. Getting spotted. The odds of disappearing on him should be none, but sending some backup. Is he coming around the corner, or is he just confused? Right, so much for that. How high a surface can you go over? You can't go over that? Shit, okay. Yeah. Oh, no grenade. Screw your grenade. Certainly not trying to do this with no kills. Yeah. MK-17. Took out the other guys. They just bleed out. So the rations, just like other games, get auto-used. Rations healing you up. If your health reaches 0 and you have rations equipped, you will auto-use them. Yes! Alright, I need lots of practice with the combat. Really? Can you not? Come on, Snake. I'm pretty weak. He's pretty weak. Remember, CQC was never Snake's thing, though. Never Solid Snake's thing. CQC was Big Boss. But in this game, Snake seems to know it. And they do try to explain it. The game, it seems pretty dark to me. Does the game seem really dark to anyone else? Obviously, it's a dark room. Go Octo Camo. A decent chance this guy won't see me now. RZD, what's happening? It will take me a little while to get comfortable with the environment and controls. You can see his stress levels going down now, but stress becomes a pretty big factor. Map check too. So much for crawling through as a shortcut. Getting spotted and getting into a clusterfuck, and it's a good thing I picked up those extra rations off the body since I couldn't have kept myself alive otherwise. In the intro. Probably go down this way. It does look good. It actually plays very well. And for all the shit it gets as being a really long movie, it's a good movie. You don't mind Metal Gear crazy.
This is HQ.
And it really does take the crazy to,
The state of alert has been lifted. Resume positions.
takes the crazy pretty far. Takes the crazy pretty far. There's gonna be lots of alerts. Gonna be lots of alerts. There'll be lots of fail in this one. One of the crazy things about watching them play this game over at OHN is that they know everything so well that they can tell you who's gonna move, even though it's not all scripted. They can tell you who's gonna move, where, position themselves before an enemy spawns or comes across, even though there's a lot of randomness in it after things get moving. Yes, it's Metal Gear. Only in Metal Gear. The microwave tunnel is iconic. KG Fanatic, how are you doing? Can't I just stay in the chat box? Why does it always end up out of the chat box? Avert your eyes! Alright, it's always worth staying there for a minute, isn't it? What is he holding? What indeed? What indeed? Anything back here in the dark? There's gonna be a lot of map checks. Alright, so we crossed over here. How come the map makes no sense to me? Why does it feel like the white areas should be the street, but it seems like we're always in the gray? I don't know. The stealthier the better. Am I right?
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
Who was that?
Nobody! It was Mr. Nobody. Hey, Tito, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. Can he corner? Can Snake corner? Doesn't really look like Snake can corner very well. Or at all. How come,
Nobody here.
there was no in-chat mention of that? Well, that's bizarre. What, Heck. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, stress and psyche punish combat. You there? Yeah, you heard me. Well, what's with the alerts then? The alerts. I don't know what, I don't know where the Onkbot Entrobot alerts went. Sorry. We got the on-screen alert, but... Yeah, so many things that make noise. Okay, we're pretty much a straight shot. That doesn't mean this is the best way to go. Alley's being guarded. Couldn't go through there. How about these lockers? Let me check out the lockers. Again, let that stay on screen. Take to close a locker. You gotta go into it. Alright, fair enough. I think we can go up and over. Instead of just having to go down the alley, which is guarded, we can go up and over. Not had any luck with CQC here. Oh, I guess that worked. You can throw people. Yeah, I wanted a little practice throwing someone. Did not successfully come up behind him though. Oh look, Playboy, Gentleman's Magazine, adorned with sultry beauties on each and every page, guaranteed to arouse the interest of males ages 18 to 80. Grip the magazine in your hands, carefully plant it To view the magazine, continue to hold the L1 button and R1 button, and then this is Metal Gear controls for you. Hold this, then hold that, then tap something else. Yeah. Okay, Tito. We'll see you in a bit.
Snake, press the crawl button while running to execute a roll. Rolling can help you dodge enemy attacks and get past small gaps and obstacles.
Of course, your footsteps are audible. You're nearby anyone, even if they're below you, you're going to want to move slowly, make less noise. So many buttons and controls. And his Snake is back. Old Snake.
Who was that?
Nobody. Nobody. No one here. No one here but us flies. Basically right there, huh? Gotta creep. Hyperdexterous. Good point. Yeah, I'm just reacclimating. Sounds like there's someone still nearby. You can't peek out of this, can you? You can pop out.
Nobody here.
Nobody here. What I'd like there to be no one here before I pop out. Solid had a hard romantic life. Yeah, he sure did. Not that Big Boss had it easy.
It's me, Snake. Snake, it's me.
Otacon.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Snake. Allow me to introduce Metal Gear Mark II.
Metal Gear.
That's right. Just like Rex.
Yes, just like Rex.
But this gear's not a weapon. It's a remote mobile terminal designed to provide you with operational support.
Except for being completely different.
I'm in the Nomad. Where else? I'll be watching you through the Mark II.
Wish I was good with gadgets.
Hey, I'll be with you in spirit. Anyway, because you had to dress up as a militiaman, I had the Mark II bring you some goodies. Starting with this. Put it on your left eye.
Looks like an eye patch.
I call it the Solid Eye. It's an all-purpose goggle that displays radar images and other data in 3D. You can also switch it over to light-amplifying night vision.
The rebels are out there.
It looks like they've got the government's PMC troops beat, at least in numbers.
And this is their home turf.
Snake, I know this is a sneaking mission, but you'll need to protect yourself.
An operator.
I installed a suppressor. And here's a tranquilizer gun.
How thoughtful.
It predates the implementation of the system. By some miracle, it was never recycled. It's getting tough these days finding decent guns that aren't controlled.
You coming?
Of course. I'll follow you wherever you go. Like this. I'll activate stealth so it doesn't attract any attention. If you need it, just bring up the start button menu.
Got it.
Snake,
Sure, little robot
the
gets
informant
stealth
who said I
camo.
saw liquid here should be a little further up. Head for the rendezvous point. I've placed a mark on the radar in the upper right corner of the solid eye.
Thanks, Metal Gear BB-8.
It's a war zone out there. Stay on your toes.
All right, Mark II 22 caliber silence pistol, anesthetic rounds, and grip-mounted laser sight. Operator 45 caliber automatic, also equipped with a laser sight. Solid eye all-purpose goggle. Does everything. Colored text. Blue text represents an ally. Color closer to red represents a hostile target. Closer to red. Yeah, let's complicate things. Metal Gear Mark II, a remote mobile terminal following Snake around, providing mission support. Yeah, it really is. Whip it from the item window. Enable manual control. Useful for sending the gadget in Snake's place, so you can scout around with it, but probably won't too much.
It's kind of a schlep, but I've sent you data on an alternate route. Follow the mark on your radar.
Follow the mark on your radar. So the mark on the radar, I don't know if you can even see it there. It is there. As I pan around, you can kind of see a little dot mixed in with all the blobs on the radar. Play around with the solid eye for a minute here. So normal mode, you wear it. Not draining batteries. Don't believe it drains any batteries in normal mode. In fact, does it recharge in normal mode? Might. Night vision, of course, will drain its batteries. I guess I am covering the battery indicator. Yeah. So either I cover the weapon indicator or I cover the item indicator, left or right side of the screen. We'll leave the weapons on the screen, so you won't be able to see the battery on my solid eye. But just know that it's going down. That was about 10% gone from just sitting here. If it recharges in normal mode, but just doesn't drain. I know you can't see it. It doesn't look like it's recharging, though. If I take it off for a second. Notice how the mini-map in the corners also changed. Yeah, it recharges only when it's unequipped. So normal mode doesn't appear to drain it, but it also won't recharge. Didn't know that. Now, without the solid eye on, you can really see the dot. Rough direction to our target. And it disappears, almost disappears in the mess at this point. Okay. You can interfere with what's going on here, or not. And the solid eye is what's providing that information. When you see the text pop-ups. People were looking at the Mantis, part of the Mantis PMC. Oh, man. The wall hugging has so little animation to it. Yeah, it's not exactly. Didn't want to crawl across the whole alley. Yeah, he does the worm. He'll do the worm in this one. I thought I was going. Taking it really slow here should be good for me to get used to all the shit I'm gonna need to. Yeah, like that. Getting my ass kicked. Yeah, I'm gonna let myself get nuked. Didn't quite want to have a fight in the street. So,
Snake, it's kind of a schlep, but I've sent you data on an alternate route.
the PMCs will never ally with you. Very seizure-inducing death screen. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Are you upset that the PMCs will never ally with me? Oh, frack. Did you hear it coming before it ran me down? Yeah, if you suffer from seizures, you're screwed in this game. Yeah. Nice.
Snake, it's kind of a schlep, but I've sent you data on an alternate route. Follow the mark on your radar.
I've sent you data on an alternate route. Data on an alternate route. That's cute. Looks like a straight line to a target, just like it did before. Data on an alternate route. Take a look in the... Oh, I'm blocking this stuff, though. Oh, I don't know. I might want to switch sides. If we're going to have lots of little camera previews. Can I... Bring my key back. Can't change where that camera's pointed at, can we? In the Nomad yet? I know we can later. For all the times I've watched this played, I wish I could remember some of the better routes through. Can't quite tell. If I go under that alcove on the far side, it looks like there's somewhere I can actually go. Yeah, like over here. Yeah, I can't see anything. It's total. I can't see a thing. How can I help you out? I don't even know where I am. It's too dark. Okay. We're gonna need some night vision. Can I help you out? Oh, probably not. Oh, good. Hey, Densa. Hyperdextrous. You can help but you enjoy the struggle. By all means, enjoy the struggle. It's totally up to you how much you throw out here. Normally, I would be pretty picky about spoilers and tips, but, you know, as a big fan of OHN, and I've seen the series played so many times, I'm not worried about it in this case. It's totally up to you how much or how little you want to throw out there. Change angle. Really? Oh, I didn't even know we had that kind of representation. That actually helps me a lot. That would help me a lot. Just, how's it going? Just learning how to play. In terms of helping or not, I think Snake's gonna go with a policy of non-involvement. So, Densa, how are you doing today? Oh yeah. This is still Act 1. Only been playing for an hour, man. Only been playing for an hour, and most of that was just talking and
It's pretty dark in there.
trying to become comfortable with the controls again. And I've not spent a lot of time in MGS4, even though it has a lot in common with the other games control-wise. Still feels. Notice how the militia there. We're not enemies. Although, what do you have to say? Check me out. It's all good. Check me out.
What?
We can be friends, can't we?
You again?
Yeah, me again. Didn't really help them, but he might think I did, for one reason or another. You had a nice day at work today? Awesome. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. I'm personally pretty good. I'm a little worried about Rummy today. She had to go back into the hospital. She had surgery recently, unexpected emergency surgery, and she was running a fever yesterday. Bad enough. Of course they're gonna. Oh, they're standing on me. You do see me, right? You're standing on me. Get out of my face!
It's you.
Oh, it's you. I didn't get a chance to look at. I guess that's. Yeah, quit hugging me, okay? You're not gonna let me go, are you?
Go.
Go. Densa, yeah, she was running a big fever yesterday, pretty big fever, and Tylenol didn't knock it down. So the docs told her to go back, and then they kept her there overnight. So I haven't heard from her this morning yet. I'm just hoping she's there getting the care she needs and just asleep. I'm hoping she's just resting. Noodles! Steaming hot cup of instant noodles. Simply add boiling water, let stand, enjoy. Restores life, a bit of psyche, and warms the body when consumed. Okay. more of the PMC? I mean, the militia? No! Okay. Yeah, I'm not comfortable again yet with getting Snake up off his ass and moving. So it's gonna be extra awkward until I get a feel for it again. I'll never be good, but it should get less awkward at some point once I get a bit of a feel for it. Actually, ramen sounds pretty good right now. RZD, but Jay, you gotta help those helpless people. Yeah, those helpless people caught up in an eternal battle. Also, with the operator, you can... Oh, well, let me see here. How do you CQC with the operator up if... You can tell me here. CQC without weapon drawn, with weapon drawn. Alright, so just not have the weapon drawn. Alright, fair enough. GSR 45 caliber automatic. Hey, laughing fool. Locked. So this is something, I don't know, are we going to get any discussion of it now? Is there no dedicated codec button in this one? I know the codec's handled a little differently, but do you actually have to wait to be called? Is there no codec call? But notice how these weapons are locked. We haven't had the game talk about it yet, except in passing, sort of implied. But weapons are locked. And you cannot just pick up any weapon and use it. Oh, here's operator. Yeah, actually, that was a beautiful little fuck up. Just not trying to assassinate him, just knock him out. He was already having enough trouble. Well, alright. Fine then. Can I switch shoulders? I switch shoulders. Yes, good. Alright, shoulder switch. Capitan, what's going on? On the pause menu. Ah, okay, thank you. You have to go to the pause menu. Thank you. Hyperdextrous. I feel like not only such a noob, but just, I feel pretty silly because I've only seen this played a million times.
Soldiers are using ID guns.
ID guns?
It's weird what you pick up as an observer versus a player.
Weapon list?
Yeah.
ID guns are equipped with locks. As long as the lock is engaged, you can't pull the trigger.
Any suggestions?
The locks are only disengaged when they recognize the nanomachine ID inside a soldier's body. Anyone not possessing nanomachines keyed to the system, or anyone who's keyed but not authorized to use that weapon, won't be able to pass the ID gun's verification process.
So I can't use PMC guns?
I'm afraid not. You're not registered with the system. And it's not just weapons either. Vehicles, buildings, everything used for military purposes is secured with this ID control system. Without the proper IDs, it's impossible for PMCs or state armies to fight. Think of it as a soldier's dog tag, only at the nano level.
So, I shouldn't even bother picking up ID guns.
Oh, you should.
For now, at least. But they might come in handy later on.
Dum dum dum. Yeah, players get hardcore tunnel vision, and sometimes viewers... I don't know, are you familiar with Outer Heaven Network here on Twitch, formerly called United? You watch things, but it doesn't mean you're picking up on mechanics. And it's not the same as watching a movie either, but you definitely pick up different things as a player than as a viewer. And, ah, well. I like that little map. Clear. Down for a bit here. Cloth camo. Memory fabric. Best. Octo camo auto. Manual. Register camo pattern. Huh. Right. Play music during the game. You can collect more tracks throughout the game. That's not new. Wasn't even at the time new to Metal Gear. You could do that in Peace Walker and do that. Wasn't any of that in 2, right? Anyways. Gain. Lightning in a black and yellow can. The only drink that can keep Snake going 24 hours a day. Quasi-medicinal. Hot compress. Applied to the lower back. Contains nanocolloids that relieve lower back pain caused by crouching for long periods of time. Yeah, the Octo Camo was a good move. Good move. You may as well equip some of these things. Pack of cigarettes. The Boss. Standard filter cigarettes. Hand-rolled tobacco. Makes favorite. Relaxing effect restores psyche but reduces life. Smoking too much is hazardous to your health. Notice that some of the weapons that are showing up now are ID locked, as just discussed. There's no point in equipping them, you can't fire them. Probably no point in making spammy saves here, because I think everything's a bit checkpointed. What? Out of habit? That's not clear in my head. I don't think you get a save at an exact point, and I could be wrong about that. I think it's the saves are somewhat tied to checkpoints. Pentazamine. Benzodiazepine class anti-anxiety drug. In addition to its sedative effects, acts as a muscle relaxant, reducing hand tremors. Sniper's favorite. They are. I have seen the models examined quite a bit. Militia hostile now? Weren't they blue before? Theme of Tara from the original Metal Gear. The very first Metal Gear game basically had one song. One song! We better be good at the game or you're gonna hear that a lot. Playing the original.
Must be my imagination.
Yes, must be your imagination. I can't get any info on him. Not close enough? Didn't focus on him enough? The mechanics in 4 are nicely complex. Doesn't means I will probably have more trouble with them, but they are nice and complex. I think there's a great appreciation for just how much you can do. Mechanically, the game is...
We're under attack!
Oh, I'm hitting the wall. That's awesome. Awesome. Shush! No, don't get up. Don't wake him up. Pick him up. Drop his ass.
Hey.
I need to reach... Fuck. Awesome. I need to recharge the solid eye really before I go on, because it is dark and I am having trouble seeing. Can I get... Almost. Almost. See the solid eye going dark? It's even worse than not using it right now. Alright, let's chill for a second. Have I found any porn yet? Yep. Yep. Oh, yep. Oh, yep.
Come on, wake up!
Waking his buddy up. Shit. They all die. What's going on? First person Playboy fixes the stress. It does. They even tell you that when you pick it up. Yeah, first person Playboy fixes stress. Is Snake really stressed? Doesn't say anything about it. But, where'd it go anyways? Did I lose it when I died earlier? I did find porn. I guess I lost the porn when I died. Lost the porn. It reset the porn. No longer have the porn. Celador, what's happening? Noise. I remember my first few minutes in Phantom Pain, going into buildings and just being blown away by how easy it was to make a shitload of noise. Snake would just run into everything. Can't aim around corners, can he? I mean, I guess he can. You're under attack. Do you know where from? Any idea where you're under attack from? Before he comes up behind me. Cardboard box. Queen Eva, good morning. Afternoon. How are you today? Again, I just need to recharge the eye a little more. Starting very slow. I like how Densa, how you came in and is it still Act 1? You're tired but good? Did you not sleep well last night? About half recharged. I kind of want another cup of coffee, but I don't think I should make another cup of coffee yet. I had a small egg sandwich and 2 cups of coffee. That's probably enough coffee for now. I need something else to balance it out. Well, this is not charging very fast. Does it charge more slowly because I'm in a dark area? Solar charging. And what is the mechanism by which the data pops up on a target? You just have to be close enough with a clear line of sight? Like, how come I'm not getting any info on these guys right now? He's waking his buddy up. Let's get out of here. Shit. That's awesome. Snake, why does he slow down sometimes when you're still going full with the analog? And he's not being shot. Oh, I guess I tagged him after all. Okay. Like I said, a lot of getting used to. Definitely gonna have to get used to all sorts of things that I've never properly gotten used to or forgotten. Could be a controller issue. It could be. I'm using the DualShock 4 with the PS3. It does work with this game. I think my target's behind me. Shit. But, oh, target's behind me. Thought I was up against the wall. I did see the RPG ammo back there, but I don't have an RPG. Guess I could have gone for it anyways. Have you.
Pretty sweet, huh?
Ribbon time.
Oh, hold it. Watch where you pointing that thing.
A talking monkey.
Who are you?
Neither enemy nor friend. Voila.
You're not with the militia, and you're not PMC.
I'm a weapons wholesaler. All shapes, all sizes. But there's no need to worry, because all my shit's been laundered.
Laundered?
You see, I take ID guns like the PMCs use and make some mods. Then you can use them without having to match IDs. In other words, I'm a gun launderer. You can call me Drebin.
Drebin?
Yeah, they use that for all
Magic.
things.
There are more of you.
All over the world. Not that I ever met any of them personally. Me, I'm Drebin number 893. You ain't a registered PMC employee, are you? consider it a welcome gift. Take it.
Hey, Canadians, what's up?
The M4, the official carbine model used by the U.S. Army, developed from the M16 service rifle. This one's a top-of-the-line model, real popular with the big PMCs. High precision, not like that government-issue shit. It's, free-floating, of course. Relax, that barrel's clean.
Is the hider CQC compatible?
The beauty of this sucker is that it's got a lot of customizable parts. Change it up the way you want to meet your everyday needs.
As was said, a lot of gun porn in this one.
Rail system. Not bad.
Yeah, well, you know, I get a lot of noobs around here. And if you need them, I got a wide selection of aftermarket parts as well.
The frame's pretty rigid. No rattle.
Go ahead, give her a squeeze.
I can't pull the trigger.
Really? That's weird.
What's weird?
Wait, I got it. I bet you're using an older generation of nanomachines.
Older generation?
Sometimes they don't really jive with the new system.
Seriously, who are you?
Whoa, slow down. Oh, yeah. My day job's working at AT Security. I'm in charge of production control. So I get my hands on all the ID chips before they even register. Have a sip. It's a side of AT the public don't see. From the looks of it, you ain't with any state army. But you ain't exactly green, neither. You've got last-gen nanomachines. So I'm guessing former U.S. Army. I don't know what you're here for. But you want to be well-equipped, am I right? So, can we talk business or what? You won't regret it.
Excuse me while I take this call.
What's your take on Emoticon?
I don't particularly like the guy, but it looks like we'll need his help with those ID guns. Sonny's been doing a little sleuthing for us. Drebin, a well-known gun launderer in war economy circles. He's a businessman who deals mainly in selling black market firearms to small PMCs and local militia. Somalia, the Balkans, Lebanon, Darfur, Chechnya, Timor, Peru, the Punjab, Kashmir, Colombia. This guy really...
Yeah, I get it. He really gets around.
How's he pull it off, anyway?
You can create a non-ID gun by replacing the ID recognition chip with a counterfeit version. This enables you to bypass the ID recognition process and use the gun. The problem is that there's still a record of the chip being replaced on the system side. Drebin's an employee of AT Security. He must have connections on the inside erasing records for him.
You think the Patriots are involved somehow?
I'm not so sure. If the Patriots were running the system from behind the scenes, then a weasel like Drebin would be a real pain in their collective ass.
Can he be trusted?
Remember, Drebin's a green collar. He makes his living off the war economy. He doesn't let emotions get in the way of business, and he never gets his own hands dirty. The only thing he trusts is money. I share your concern, but what if we keep him at arm's length? Use him only to get intel and the supplies we need. Keep it strictly business.
All right.
So, we ready to make a deal or what? Okay then, let's talk business. This is a war zone. There's product coming in here by the truckload. And you'll be picking up a lot of guns in the field, I'm sure. Whatever guns you don't need, I'll take and buy them off you. That'll earn you points you can cash in for services.
Like what?
I'll launder your ID guns, no more locks. And I can also sell you the guns I've got in stock. Let me show you. To ensure you can use non-ID guns, I'm gonna have to suppress the old nanomachines you got in you. Otherwise, they'll interfere with the system. Here, stick yourself with this. It's full of suppressor nanomachines. Relax, it won't hurt. You
Shoot
scared
the
of me or
monkey.
something? See? No sweat. Now you can use non-ID guns, no problem. Hey, be nice to our guest. Step outside.
They all die. It's the only one that's a pure exclusive. Not only was this game exclusive to the PS3, but designed around its hardware capabilities and limitations.
From now on, when you pick up an ID gun that says lock, you just let me know. You name it, I can launder it. Of course, it'll cost you. The going rate depends on the war price at the time.
Dirt.
Man, I gotta give this shit a rest.
Looks like you're doing pretty well for yourself.
You might say that. What with the war economy and all, and the system clamping down on things. System codes are the law now, and control's essentially absolute, paving the way for fat profits if you're willing to bend the law. Demand keeps on growing thanks to the war economy. I sell ID guns to the PMCs and state armies, and naked guns to terrorist groups and paramilitaries. And these ID guns can't be sold on the black market. System's practically a license for us arms dealers to print money. Privatizing the military's made the PMCs big and bloated. And the fatter the PMCs get, the line between civilian and soldier is gonna get real blurry. Sooner or later, the whole damn human race is gonna be green collars. More like we're all gonna be fighting proxy wars. But hey, this war economy puts the food on my table. You're a green collar too, aren't you? Yeah, it's in your eyes. You've seen a lot of combat.
What makes you think you know me?
Nothing to be ashamed of. I'm the same way. I grew up here too. I got no interest in the outside world. All right then. If you need me, holla. We specialize in speedy service. Catch my drift?
So I may be bad with the combat, but if you see me looking down during a lot of the cutscenes, just know that I've seen this movie. I said that. Yes, that just happened. I've seen this movie many times. You can now get you can also get a digital copy of 4 now. It was never available until just a few months ago, and now you can actually get a digital copy of 4 if you want. Like if you get a PS3 and put a solid state drive in it, then probably do better with that. Not yet. Possibly tomorrow, Canadians. But it depends on a few things, on a lot of things. Actually, we're about to come out of the cutscene, so give me a second here. I wanna talk a little bit about the week, the game, and the schedule, and tomorrow, and all that stuff. So this is a good place to pause. I don't think I put enough time on the schedule for MGS4, so I've been thinking about how to correct that. Got a 12-hour stream today. As long as the internet holds up, it'll be 12, maybe a little more. Tomorrow and Thursday are 6-hour streams. But you know, I've been having all this trouble with my ISP, and I really don't know how things go later in the day. So today might not be 12. Tomorrow and Thursday might not be 6. Well, 24 hours total is barely enough time for a normal playthrough. If you don't know the game really well, if you don't race through it, combining the cutscenes. I mean, it's got a 2-hour cutscene at the end of the game. Anyways, lots of cutscenes and lots of gameplay, and I'm going to struggle with some of the gameplay and hopefully get used to it at some point again. But I think we need more time on the schedule. So while I'd love to go see Deadpool tomorrow, if I don't end up going to see any clients tomorrow, computer clients, there's nope. Nope, unfortunately there's not. I may start tomorrow's stream a few hours early. So the schedule says we'll be starting at 2 tomorrow. I might try to start as early as 10 or 11, get a few extra hours in. Thursday, I can't do that on Thursday. Friday is Lamia's birthday, and we're doing a special stream on Friday. Thank you, Lamia, thank you. But I think what we might do on Friday, we're doing a special stream for Lamia's birthday. Depending on things, maybe we'll do some of this in the morning, then do the computer building Lamia's new computer on stream, and then playing some co-op Saints Row 4 and having a few drinks for her birthday. So that's Friday. Maybe we'll do some of this on Friday to get it finished. Saturday would otherwise be the time I'd want to finish it. 12-hour streams on Saturdays. I've been invited to a bachelor party. I'm in Fort Collins, Colorado, so northern Colorado. I've been invited to a bachelor party in Breckenridge in the mountains Saturday night, which is nearly a 3-hour drive each way. And so I don't know if there will be a stream on Saturday, but maybe depending on this, maybe we'll finish this Saturday morning before I go, something like that. Anyways, I just want to let you know it's up in the air. I realize there's not enough time on the schedule to do this all proper. Another possibility is that next week, when we're getting back to The Witcher, the Wild Hunt NG+, maybe this will need to be finished on Tuesday before we get back to The Witcher. It's all on the table. I just want you to know it's a little up in the air. So we're coming up on 2 hours, just getting the game started, but coming up on 2 hours. Instead of rolling into the next sequence and then taking a break in 10 minutes, I'm going to take a break now. I will be back in a few minutes. Party weekend. It's a party weekend. One way or another, it's a party weekend. Davination, yes. A lot of cutscenes in all the Metal Gear Solid games. A lot of cutscenes in this one. Some of them are longer than anything they ever had before. And it's not exactly 2 hours. It's like an hour, 40 minutes. But there is, at the end, that much of a cutscene with almost no or no interaction at all. Lots of movie time. Hope everyone's ready to have a good day. I will take tips throughout the game if you want to. Or if you just want to see me suffer, that works too. I'm okay with some suffering, as Hyperdextrous said. You might just want to watch that. Anyways, I'm rambling. I'll see you all in a few minutes. I think I'm going to go make a couple hot dogs. So actually, I'm going to take longer than normal break just to get started here, get some more food in my belly. I'm going to go make a couple hot dogs. So let me put on a couple songs here, and then I shall return. You do have to take off, or you hate waiting through breaks and you end up taking off. Have a great day. But I hope you stick around. We got a long ways to go. Hopefully a good solid 10 more hours today. ISP notwithstanding. Talk to y'all in a few.